Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you the new Warden update in Empire Clash. With the new Warden update, the Warden gets a multitude of new skills. He has the ability to find thieves and people who are within his capital, or built townies in basically. Warden skill tree looks like this. I'll be covering the different sections right now. The wanted list gives you a list of all the thieves existing in the server. So you would essentially be able to open the jail panel and see the crime log. And you can basically see the discipline is just for combat, just like footman and sergeant. It basically just reduces the amount of damage you take as long as you're nearby other military classes. So this part of the skill tree is the magistrate, the defender of lands, all that. This essentially is just all military based. It has nothing. Well, this is relatively unique to the Warden. However, all this is rather combat oriented. So on this side, you have the combat oriented and like increasing your combat capabilities, and on this side is where you have a lot of the new Warden stuff. So once you have the wanted list, you can get the trials, which lets you to put arrest warrants on any person on your team, but there's a cooldown so it can't be abused. Then this shows you on your map the enemy thieves and people within your capital. I believe the thieves do have a skill that slows down the speed at which they're detected. But yeah, when a thief enters your capital, you'll get a notification and you'll see it on the map. Deputies are essentially mini wardens who work for you and arrest thieves and help you essentially do your job. They help you do your job, but without the jail panel or certain things. They get a tool that lets them check information. The repeat offender policy essentially doubles the jail time for the person if they go to jail a second time. For this side of the upgrade is essentially, again, more prison stuff. This side permits you, again, the thing I told you, the notification on your screen. This lets you know when a thief enters a prison area. This permits you to send them to work and bring resources to your shop. You get the resources and they get less jail time. This permits you to swap prisoners with other people, and yeah, all this is essentially, you can basically swap prisoners and manage prisoners. So this side is for prisoners, this side is for generic warden abilities, this side is for military. The prisoner thing, again, this one lets you swap, give people freedom if they switch to your team, and this will just increase jail time. As for all this will help you with your ability to arrest them, and gives you lasso and things to make it easier. So essentially, this is the military path, this is the like trial and some warden stuff, this is the thief and prison management path, and this is the arrest simplification path. And again, the places where it joins is just things that are generally better. Now, as for actual warden gameplay, what I would advise for you to do is to stay relatively close by to your capital and be in charge of ensuring there is no thieves, enemy thieves or prisoners, or just people essentially entering your capital that you do not wish to be there. As if you have the skills I mentioned previously, you will get notifications, and on the map you'll see red dots. Here you have blue dots, here you have green dots, and then on the map you will also see a red dot when an enemy or a player that isn't supposed to be in your capital enters it, which permits you to go arrest the thieves, severely debuffs them. This is the jail panel. You can put people wanted and essentially arrest them with the handcuffs and the lasso. Your deputies can also arrest them, and this essentially lets you to arrest the deputies. Arrest the people you want to do. And depending on what warrant you put, you either just put them in jail for a certain amount of time, or you exile them for the rest of the match, which basically forces them to switch teams. The exchange is, again, to swap prisoners. Most of the time this isn't really used. This is for checking people, like I said previously, it's for thieves and stuff. And this is to hire deputies and people, appointees basically, that help you carry out your job. As you can see from this arrest right here, he is now jailed in our panel, and he can be offered bail like regular wardens, or you can make him work the prison jobs, but you have to spawn the post. And you essentially would make them work. So you'd have to, again, have the skill, go to the area you wish to put the post at. You have to be within your capital or a capital you control. I am bringing the work post over to this location. This circle is the range in which they can work in. I personally believe I want to make them get wood for organization. So I'll drop it off right here. And now normally, when we have prisoners and they go to jail, they will have the option to teleport to the work post and essentially work at the nearby resources and gather us resources to decrease their prison sentence. But yeah, that's essentially the Warden's tutorial. The work post is very buggy. I took a couple tries to actually get this in the right position because it keeps flying and going into areas I do not wish for it to be in. But besides that, the new Warden skill tree is pretty good. I mean, personally, I believe that the addition of the thief checker, like how strong the thief checker is and all that, kinda gets rid of some of the thief's bonuses. So I would personally add more to the skill tree to counter out the buffs that the Warden gets against thieves. But yeah, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed and learned how to play Warden,